do not think that there's a glimmer of hope for them because there's 2 legs in this game. There will be a first leg in South Africa, second leg has to go to Madagascar. You don't think Uti somewhere, somehow, the wind affects the ball and chiki, we see Orlando Pirates crashing out of the competition at this stage.
I guess
This man is laughing.
Rasmus Højlund, thunderous. It's an absolute net buster.
Hello and welcome to the Diski preview show brought to you by Betfred, powered by Betfred, and delivered to you by Betfred. I'm your host Mo, and I'll be sitting here having some conversations about football with my very own sports analyst, Mr. uThisha. uThisha with Diski. Tisha, how are you doing today?
all well, Mo. All well.
Not our enthusiasm. Where's the energy, boy?
And you know it's Champions League.
Yeah.
Maybe I feel sorry for the teams that are going to be playing against the South African teams.
Yes.
Zabuya Mo.
Before we get to that, don't forget that right now, if you go and open an account with Betfred, you will get yourself a deposit match of up to 5,000 Rand, including 500 free spins. You heard me right, 500 free spins. So make sure to go check that out by visiting our website. Today, we're talking all things continental football in Africa. We're talking the CAF Champions League. We're talking the CAF Confederations Cup. So you don't want to miss out on that. So stay tuned and let's break it down. Starting off with our CAF Champions League fixture. And that's going to be a big one. You don't want to miss it. Let's find out who's playing in that match. Right, like I promised, it's a big match. It's a very huge one. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you are enjoying the content, leave us a comment below and let us know what you like, what you don't like, and also your thoughts on some of the stuff we'll be discussing today. CAF Champions League action is going to be on our TV screens this week. We've got ourselves a game between, when you look at it on SofaScore, it says CS-CFS. You understand? But we all know them as Disciples. They'll be taking on Orlando Pirates of South Africa. So 2 teams that, when you research the one, if you're in South Africa, you get all this information, PSL, Giants, CAF Champions League champions of 1995. So much history, so much esteem for Orlando Pirates. But when you try to do the same for Disciples, what do you get, teacher?
Nothing. Nothing. Mo, you say it's a huge game. Yes,
Yes.
a huge game. It's going to be a huge score.
Yeah.
Like, if you go back to our videos we shot a couple of weeks back,
Yeah.
I told you coming to this game, I expect a lot of goals. I was brave enough to say 8 goals and
Yeah.
above. That's aggregate. So this is the first game. Disciples are playing Orlando Pirates. I see at least 5 goals in this game.
But when it comes to Disciples, I mean, the season before last, they finished in the top 4. They didn't go all the way to, because don't forget the league format in Mauritius, Madagascar has changed from what it used to be. Now it's there's a southern and northern conference, and this team Disciples comes from the southern conference. They managed to go into the knockout phases, and they were the best team by far, winning it by a good distance. They even faced the team that's going to be playing the Confederation Cup by the name of Alger. Or Alger, so like it's spelled ELGAR. So when you look at the Madagascan league at the moment, 2 teams have been produced for these 2 competitions. One of them is Disciples. Obviously, they're facing Orlando Pirates. Do you think they're going to come to South Africa with the glitter in their eyes, saying, "Oh my goodness, we want to play one of the biggest clubs on the continent"? And do you think that's going to play against them when they get on the pitch?
Mo, this is like putting a goldfish in an ocean, man. It's like putting a goldfish in the ocean.
Yeah.
It's a hurdle, man, for
Yeah.
this team from Madagascar.
Yeah.
I think for them to represent in Madagascar playing a team against a team like Orlando Pirates, for them it's an achievement on its own. But little is expected from Disciples.
But teacher, let me ask you this. Obviously, it's a continental competition, and the name says Champions League. These are champions. These are guys who won the Southern Conference, won the knockout stages. Why you give them a little bit of some credit and say...
No, I can say it all boils down to who you're playing against.
No, but okay, they play against Orlando Pirates. But
I'm saying for them to be called champions.
Yes.
Who do they face?
They faced a couple of big teams that side in Madagascar.
Teams that you can compare to like Sundowns.
Not to
teams
compare
you can
Sundowns.
compare to Stellenbosch. So look, I mean, they did very well to get here, but now it's a whole different ball game.
But there's a team that has goals in them, and they scored 5 goals in the quarterfinals and the semifinals of the knockout stages of the league. 5 goals without reply. Okay, 1 goal in reply. But they got to the final and they won by 1-0. Bear in mind that when you look at the Southern and Northern Conference, when they went into the knockout stages, the team from the Northern Conference was considered to be the best. They had gone through the entire conference of 7 games without a single loss. But when they got into the knockout stages, the teams from the Southern Conference shined. Yeah, and that's Alger and and the Disciples FC. So I understand when you say that this team is not that experienced on the continent, but do you not think there's a glimmer of hope for especially Disciples fans out there watching, saying, now, we want to know what South Africa is all about, we want to know what Orlando Pirates is all about? Do you not think that there's a glimmer of hope for them? Because there's 2 legs in this game. There will be a first leg in South Africa, second leg has to go to Madagascar. You don't think, Guti, somewhere, somehow, the wind affects the ball and chiki, we see Orlando Pirates crashing out of the competition at this stage?
Against
This man is laughing.
I'm against Disciples, but Disciples are going to beat Orlando Pirates. No, man, if they're playing another team, man, let's say if maybe they're playing Kaizer Chiefs, and then there will be hope. Quite imagine they're facing the Mati Buccaneers. I mean, if you saw the game, the first, the opener for Orlando Pirates, that was the M10-8 when they played SuperSport. Those guys meant business. You saw the likes of Mahopa, Apek, was on the score sheet. The likes of Maswangai doing what he did last season. Excellent game. The likes of Mfukeng had their best games. So they're doing well. And Baba, we still yet to see the signing of Gilberto. Umabasa. Also still has to prove why he was top goal scorer. So it's an uphill for Disciples. And one thing I know about Orlando Pirates, they won't take this game easy.
Yeah.
Orlando Pirates are as well. I said to you a couple of weeks back that I said 8 goal aggregates in this game. That's exactly what's going to happen. They want to take this game serious. If you look at Orlando Pirates back in the league, the next game is on, I think it's mid-September. Not counting the second leg of this Champions League qualification. So they have nothing. You can't save the players. You're going to save them for what? Because it's still like another month before they actually start the campaign in the PSL. So go all out. Measure yourself. See where you actually stand.
Yeah.
Because they know, remember a couple of seasons back, they went over to take Joining Galaxy lightly. What happened?
Yeah.
I don't want a repeat of that. So it's not a matter of, okay, let's go easy now, first game. Go all out. If you can score 5 goals in the first game, go score your 5 goals. Then you know you have it easy in the second leg. Also in the second leg, don't take it easy again. Prepare yourself for when you start facing the bigger teams now. Because somewhere along the road, you are going to face teams like Abu Al-Hali. You are going to face teams like Pyramids. So prepare yourself now. Don't take any game lightly.
According to the world rankings of the leagues in the world in terms of football leagues, South Africa ranks around 126th, and that's around the same ballpark as Madagascar's leagues. Do you not think that that's a reflection of what we're going to be seeing in this game? Because don't forget, if you look at the coefficient, Mamelodi Sundowns has been the one going to Africa and making it out of the qualifiers and making it into the semi-finals and the finals. It's a league that we can say that the PSL is carried by one team continentally. So now, Orlando Pirates have also not been playing this competition for a while. They weren't there last season. So they're also coming in for the first time in a while. Do you not think they also want to be affected by the fact that they're not used to the travel, they're not used to, having to jet all the way to Madagascar, sleep, wake up and play the game? Do you not think those are factors that we're not taking into consideration when thinking about the fact that Orlando Pirates is a big team? Yes, in South Africa they are. But on the continent, are they really a big team? Because if they were, they wouldn't be playing qualifiers.
No, they are. They are a big team. Take no mistake. That star, they on the Pirates logo.
From 1990, what?
Yeah, it's not there by fluke. Remember, they also done well a couple of times. Just because they've lost in the final before. Even Al-Ahly, Abaz. Pirates was one of the first teams to thrash Al-Ahly. I'll not tell you the score, but they thrashed Al-Ahly some time back. So, but also now, speaking of that, the hunger is back. Pirates is more hungry now. I mean, as you say, uThisha Sundowns has been the one putting the PSL on the map. Pirates also want to put up their hands to say, no, man, we also should be recognized. We can do what Sundowns done. A couple of seasons they've been knocked out in the qualifications, but for them this season is the season for them. I told you when the season ended last season, I see Pirates going all the way to the group stages, and lucky for them, they are given teams like our Disciples. I mean, lucky Disciples, lucky for them. Disciples, in fact, they won the league. Money talks, Baba. Yeah. Do you know what was their prize money?
No, I don't know what their prize money was.
Very little. Not even the lowest paid player around the Pirates gets less money than that prize money.
Yeah.
So the league, in fact, it doesn't have much funding. They get very little.
But doesn't that motivate the club to think to themselves that if we're able to compete in Africa, because don't forget, like you're saying, the prize money is little in the contest of Madagascar. They're playing in the CAF Champions League. They're now in a competition where they're looking at the prize money and they know if they win this thing, it's billions and trillions of Madagascan currency. So do you not think that drives them even further to say, guys, we can get bonuses here, we can make money? Do you not think that they'll come out hungry? They'll come out, but like, you know, they'll come out with that hunger, and they'll take the fouls, they'll take the professional fouls. They'll make sure that they man mark to the core. They'll make sure that these Pirates players don't get space to play. Do you not think that at this point the deficit is that one of the biggest disadvantages that maybe I don't know, maybe Orlando Pirates has the software, but we have never seen Disciples play. But Disciples have access through SuperSport to Orlando Pirates play. So do you not think they can spend time video studying and saying, this is how we break this team down, this is how we get our opponent on the day?
Have you ever heard the saying, you've chewed more than you can swallow? It's going to be that case. Yes, they're eager, they're hungry, they will have the technology to check what Pirates has been doing. But it's like you're going to be given, okay, here's a player, Mufokeng, go mark Mufokeng. How are you going to mark Mufokeng?
That's what the video will tell you.
How are you going to mark Mufokeng?
The video will tell you.
Ah, it's Bali. Some players, you can see, you know what needs to be done. But doing it's a different story. The caliber, the quality of Orlando Pirates is uncomparable when you compare to Disciples. For Disciples, go out there. This is your first time being exposed to such games. Go out there, go play, represent your country, and then we'll take it further. You'll grow from it. You can't expect, I always tell you about crawling, walking, and running. You can't expect them you put them in deep end like that and you expect them to swim with the likes of the Sharks, the Orlando Pirates. It's expecting too much. It's expecting too much for them. So go out there and go enjoy yourself. Go out there and go enjoy yourself. Remember Powerline FC in the Nedbank Cup when they faced Mamelodi Sundowns, they're 24-0.
Are you comparing
These are the kind of games. These are the kind of games that are going to give you 20 goals.
Are you comparing Disciples to Powerline?
These are the kind of games that are going to give you 20 goals.
All right, you heard what uThisha had to say about it. Is comparing Disciples to Powerlines. Will that be the reality? We don't know. We just have to wait and see what happens in the CAF Champions League qualification rounds. So, uThisha, should I even ask you what your prediction is? Because it sounds like we know what your prediction is already.
Yeah, my prediction. Let's go for goals, man. Let's go for goals. Pirates win over 5.5.
All right, you heard it here first. Pirates win over 5.5. uThisha is adamant that our Disciples are going to come here and see flames of note. Disciples, please do me a favor. Shock this man. Come here, collect the clean sheet, collect a draw of 0-0 at Orlando Stadium, then take them home to Madagascar, and then cut them like a fish.
If they get a clean sheet in the first 10 minutes, that's enough, bro. If they get a clean sheet in 10 minutes, that's enough.
But Chief, it's the same sport around the world. 11 men, one ball. It's the same sport around the world.
It's fine if you say so. It's like taking a team in SAP and putting them against Real Madrid and saying it's 11 against 11.
It is 11 against 11.
Okay.
And depending who plays for Real Madrid on that day, I could go down. You can take Mambas today, put them against Mbappe there.
And what's going to happen?
It depends where they play.
What's that name? Remember when France played South Africa?
Yeah.
When Abu Omobi were tasked to mark up Mbappe. What happened?
I know that's a different thing.
Okay, listen. And those were what?
It wasn't Mambas.
Okay. All right.
There was no professor there.
All right.
There was no BlackBerry or MTN.
Yeah. So I should say MTN no BlackBerry lapha bangafuzisa abantu abo
Rudiger angajuluka Rudiger boy.
Usho kanje?
Angajuluka the whole day.
All right.
Have you ever watched a game?
So I've used. What do you think? Do you think if 80 members were given Real Madrid, what would happen? Do you think 80 members can beat Real Madrid?
I'm not busy, my friend.
11 versus 11.
My only condition go to my Real Madrid must come here. Since my Kulon Stadium outside. You see what I'm saying? Then it's a fair game.
Okay.
Then we'll play home and away. We'll see.
All right.
We'll see. Then we can go to Santiago Bernabeu and try there.
Ne?
Yeah.
All right.
All
right. I see value.
Yeah.
I see value. Pirates win over 5.5.
Because what if now, you know, the reality is this. Clubs that play in Africa, Mamelodi Sundowns will attest to this. The pitches in Africa are not perfect. Understand? Orlando Stadium has a perfect launch. That grass is manicured to the centimeter. It's a European style field. You understand? Those players are training on air-conditioned grass. You know what I mean? Now you take those same players to Madagascar. You just said that the prize money is not even the salary of one player there, which means that you should expect because the Pirates will have put in my figure. You know what I mean? Not a Tastin bar. It's going to be real. Pothole. Remember what happened with Rwanda and South Africa? People were saying the same thing. Rwanda's got this. Chigi. Stay tuned.
Wishful thinking.
Habe. Welcome back. We just had to take a short break, but we're back right now. Don't forget, if you click on the previous chapter, you can see the conversation we had about Disciples versus Kaizer Chiefs. It's going to be a very interesting one.
Kaizer Chiefs.
Orlando Pirates. My bad. That should be a bloop. Okay, Orlando Pirates. It's just a reminder, good Kaizer Chiefs doesn't play at that level.
Inspiration. You're inspired by them. Chiefs everywhere.
Guys, let's be honest. The Kaizer Chiefs must just leave soccer and start selling shirts. Every season, we keep his keepers, his tang, then say stadium, so we Chiefs every game. Yeah, what? See, we're happy.
Yeah, let's
get it on.
Chiefs is not there. Chiefs is not there.
Talk about big competitions. The CAF Confederations Cup. Do you guys even know how to spell Confederations?
CO. You can continue.
Right, let's talk about it. It's a big game. And I don't know, you said, what's the name of the club that they play?
Nsingizini. Hotspurs.
Nsingizini.
Hotspurs,
Nsingizini. Hotspurs.
From Eswatini.
Yeah, at least you know where this team is from.
Yeah, from Eswatini. Do
you at least have nice things to say about them in particular ahead of this game? Because that's why I want to start. Because you're scaring me now.
No, let's give them props. They're here where they are. Can I say on merit? It's difficult to say on merit. But remember Nsingizini, do you know why Nsingizini is actually here? The Hotspurs. Right. It's because of actually number 2 is supposed to go through to play Confed, because number 1 plays Champions League, number 2 plays Confed. But they number 2, which was Green Mamba, they couldn't take part in this competition via financial constraints. They didn't have enough money to take part, which is a topic for another day. I mean, teams do well, but they're not being funded to participate in these countries. So what happens?
You qualify, but you don't have the money.
Exactly. So you get a team like Nsingizini, heavier pockets. They put a thing, an appeal, not an appeal per se, but an application to take part. They won it. I mean, they finished third. They won it, hence they're taking part in this competition. But also taking nothing away from them. I mean, they finished third. Only 2 losses in 26 games. So they played 26 games. They won 12. They drew 12. And they went over to lose 2. And those 2 games they actually lost. They actually lost against number 2 and number 1. So they did fairly well. I mean, they deserve to be number 3. Also, what's nice about them, goal difference. They have a goal difference of +10. But in the 26 games, they only conceded 17 goals. It's a pity they don't score much. I mean, they scored 27, conceded 17. So a healthy goal difference of +10. So Stellenbosch must expect a tough game, because this team doesn't concede much.
But do you not think that the Confederations Cup is actually upside? It's wrong side up. Because right now, Sekhukhune United is not playing in the qualification rounds because they're ranked higher by CAF. You know, they're a bigger team according to CAF. I know who's making those rankings. But one of the reasons I believe is because Status sits with Sekhukhune. Because it was TTM, then it was, what was the other team again? Because it was TTM and then it was...
Marumo Kalans.
Yeah, Marumo Kalans. So it was TTM, Marumo Kalans, and then it became Sekhukhune United from Betfred. So now you know Wits' status or Wits' ranking in CAF has maintained the fact that Sekhukhune is a bigger club than Stellenbosch on paper. You understand? So do you not think that it's an upside down situation where the bigger club is playing the qualifications from South Africa and the smaller club is sitting there waiting in the knockout stages?
Wasn't the same Sekhukhune taking part in the Confederation last season?
Didn't Sekhukhune finish 4th?
Wasn't Sekhukhune taking part?
They were.
Exactly. So they're not new.
Yeah.
They're not new in this.
That's
how. Stellenbosch is new.
But Stellenbosch finished high in the league last season.
Yeah, they finished high in the league. I mean, Stellenbosch. So close to taking part in the Champions League.
I still feel like they sabotaged themselves.
So close. I mean, they were equal with Orlando Pirates on 50 points each. Just a goal difference of 3. Pirates had 3 more goals than them. But look, they're here now playing Confederation. It's a great start for them. I mean, going out there to represent EPSL in the continent. Start with Confederation, see where you stand. And then if you do well in Confederation, then next season, then you can, look higher. Go play in the Champions League. So balance yourself. Remember, you speak about travelings, and they're not used to these things of travelling. So start now with Confederation, see how it goes. And then we'll take it from there from next year.
Now, here's a question that I think we have to ask. And we have to ask boldly. Do you not think this is the power lines game? Do you not think that this is the one where Stellenbosch will score 6-7 goals in the first leg?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I said to you earlier on, Uguti Nsingizini, they actually put an application to be here. So are you telling me you're going to put an application, then just give
But that was before they knew they'll play Stellenbosh.
Aye, Baba. To be there, they want to be part of. It's costing them to be where they are. So they are going all out. Also, if they're watching the news, they know what's happening at Stellenbosch. Stellenbosch has just lost their target man.
Which was?
The top goal scorer, Uranus. They've lost their target man.
Where is he going?
Where is he going? Story for another day.
Where is he going? Where is Reynolds? Should we start looking for him?
They lost Reynolds. They lost Reynolds. So now they're struggling up front. Yes, they've signed Usanele Pans, but it's going to take him time for him to gel. I mean, for a couple of years, they've been planning around Uranus. Now Uranus is no more there. Bad timing. I mean, this is where you need Reynolds the most. This is where you need Reynolds the most. Now he left. So this is going to be, it won't be a walkover. It won't be a walkover for Stellenbosch. I mean, on paper, if you look at the two teams, Stellenbosch and Nsingizini, you think Stellenbosch is way above. Like you said earlier on, it surprised you with you seeing Stellenbosch playing these qualifications when they should be going straight to the
when they finish
the group stages. Exactly. But they're relatively new, and now they've lost the striker. So it's going to be a difficult game.
All right. No. It's going to be an interesting one because will Skukune have their stuff sorted by the time the actual CAF Confederations Cup comes together? We don't know. And for Stellenbosch, obviously, without Reynolds, they'll have to build a brand new team with a brand new system to accommodate the lack of that number 9. But even in the first MTN8 match, I mean, he wasn't one of the players that stood out for me. I could see that there was something going on in the background. Like, Kona, there was a question hanging. What's going on? But at the end of the day, he was present and he played a good game. So, are you going to give us a prediction for this one as well? And is it going to be biased?
No, it's not biased. It's not biased. More. Again, you rank Iswazi Premier League with the PSL. The PSL is way above.
No, it's like 150, 126. This is the neighbors.
Those.
Do you know that the PSL is ranked below League 2 in Japan?
If you want to compare Japan, let's stick to local. Is there for you personally? Besides, I think Egypt.
Egypt is high. Yes.
Besides Egypt, which other league would
Morocco.
you say? Morocco.
Morocco's ranked number 1 on the.
But surely South Africa.
So what do you mean surely
South Africa is number 3?
No.
Who else? Because if you're gonna mention, South
Africa is number 5.
If you're gonna mention
Morocco, Egypt.
I think Morocco they have Iwedet. Egypt they have Al Ahly.
Tanzania.
But recently, the team yabo Aziz.
Simba.
Yeah, Simba ne
Mazembe.
What's it? Young Africans. What else?
Tunisia.
We missed Tunisia.
So
Tunisia is represented by Esperance.
Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria,
Esperance.
Egypt,
Algeria.
Nigeria.
Where is Swatini coming in?
Swatini is top 10. Okay, it's not top 10. I'll be lying. We'll probably get a graphic where we explain this.
No, but I mean, if we're gonna look at league wise, I still stand by which PSL definitely has a FPL league. But now, what scares me the most, or what interests me, is the fact that Nsingizini actually put an application to take part. So they part the hand. So it won't.
Yeah, but picking up your hand doesn't mean you have to. They're
going all out. They're going all out. They're going all out. This is going to be interesting.
In boxing, when you pick your hand up and you say, "I want to go fight Mayweather," Mayweather's not going to say, "You put up money."
Remember now, it's a different ball game. It's a different stage. Style of play now changes.
So you're saying that maybe Nsingizini has already sent money to Stellenbosch,
No. What I'm saying is they're equal on paper. They're both debutants. They're equal on paper. So the performance on that day will determine. No one is coming to this game as favorites. No one is coming to this game.
Stellenbosch.
If you remember, Stellenbosch, yes, they did well. They beat ETX Galaxy 3-1 M10H. But if you have to step back to E-League, remember what Stellenbosch actually lost the last 3 games. So, I don't know. It's your opinion.
Yes, my opinion, by the way, not the opinion of Betfred or uThisha.
Yeah, your opinion.
But at the same time,
on paper.
Why are you saying on paper they're at the same level? They don't play the same league.
They're the same level, face.
You're gonna tell me that Eswatini's league is not the same level as PSL, but the two teams coming from these two leagues are
I'm going to remember now. Both teams are coming with their own problems. Both teams are coming with their own problems. And Nsingizini is actually more motivated than Stellenbosch.
Motivation doesn't win matches.
Yeah, it doesn't win matches more. But now for them to put that application, it means that should scare you.
Why?
That should scare you. Let's watch the game. Let's watch the game.
Chief, how many people apply for jobs and don't get them?
Let's watch the game. And those that get the job, they go all out on it.
Okay.
Tell me if you say to me, I'll agree with you. If you say to me, how many people apply for jobs and get them, and then waste the opportunity?
A lot. Have you never watched that Blue It?
You call out, yeah?
Have you never watched
That's
that
not
Blue
a
It?
job, fun. Isn't there Shishayo, guys? Isn't there Shishayo? Won't get
alright.
you anyway. Isn't there Shishayo? Zabulali, some face.
All right, no, sure. As you can hear, teacher's giving us the sauce with the sprinkles. Some guy that the space and time and the credit to do what he has to do. But for now, let's preview what his predictions were.
Asiqale ngale. Angibuzanga la. Ngibuze usaba.
Yeah, no, let's go to prediction recap. You will recap and answer in the prediction recap.
All right, sweet.
So let's start with this one. Yeah, what is your prediction for
First game?
Nsingizini, Hotspurs?
Oh, and Stellenbosch.
Yeah, Stellenbosch.
No, Stellenbosch will win this game.
By how many goals? What's the goal confidence?
This one it's gonna be a low scoring game.
Low scoring.
Yeah, Stellenbosch win under 2.5.
Under
2.5.
Okay. I'm even scared now to ask.
The first game, Disciples of Orlando Pirates.
Yeah.
Pirates win over 5.5.
Mm-hmm. Guys, remember this one. Don't forget, after the match is done, come back to this same video. Go to the comment section and let's have it. Let's have him for lunch, breakfast, and dinner, and supper as well.
Pirates and Pano, yes, then do
Pirates.
yes, then do.
Yeah.
That's Pirates for you.
Pirates is not.
All right.
Pirates gonna see flame.
All right, we'll see.
The disciples gonna come and him. What's with Matambo?
I will see. Yasazi spoke mean. What was born spoke mean? Uzosibona mfana. Uzosibona spoke mean mfana. All right.
All right, no sure. Thank you for watching. See you next time.